Hello, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Welcome to another news day on Tuesday. Today is April 13th, 2021. We've got news. Let's jump right in. It's Cobalt Blade Noctis, Neo Vision Awakening for Nyx, and we finally get Cindy as a unit from Final Fantasy 15. Alright, so let's take a look and see what this entails. Alright, so a Final Fantasy 15 banner. Alright, great. Yep, love it. We get some items. Whenever you pull the coins, you can trade the coins in for the items, you can trade the tickets in for the unit. Alright. New ally and global upgrade. I love his Brave Shift form. In both forms, he's a physical attacker. His regular form, he's a chainer. His Brave Shift form, he's a dragoon, a jump unit. But I love that. He gets the cape. He's very regal. He looks very good in that Brave Shift form. Alright. Brave Shift duration, infinite turns. Brave Shift cooldown, 1 turn cooldown, available from turn 1. Super Trust Mastery, attack 50. It's close. It's his Kingly Raymond. Attack 57, defense 30, spirit 40, 50% light resistance. I really like that. And activate Savior to the Star. Boost physical damage against Reapers by 50% and boost damage for jump attacks by 100%. Really like that knightly Raymond. His Balmung, which is his Trust Mastery, is a 162 attack power sword. It really does something really cool, which is it increases light physical and light magical damage for 10% for the rest of the battle, and it's undispellable, similar to like Brumal Cores. So I really like the sword there. It also does increased jump damage by 100%. So it's very nice. And then you have his vision card. His vision card is something we'll go over later. To Walk Tall, global upgrade, so we'll see what that entails. But boost physical and magical damage against fairies and reapers by 150% and boost LB damage by 100%. And fill LB gauge at the beginning of battle or after being revived. See, that's amazing. So auto LB fill, 100% passive to LB damage, 150% passive to fairy and reaper killer. He has Warp Light, deal light damage to all enemies. Caster can evade some physical attacks 2 times, and he adds light element to his own physical attack. And I do believe Warp Light is it's a Stardust Ray chaining move. Okay. And again, in his base form, he's basically just a Stardust Ray chainer. He can deal really good damage, but basically just a Stardust Ray chainer. He can also do buffs and imbue Reaper Killer. And you can use him as an LB finisher too if you wanted. In his Brave Shift form is where the real meat and potatoes is at though, because he has a really nice high mod jump move. And he has a good light and peril. His light and peril is 120%, but it's with a physical damage, 100x mod on a Stardust Ray chain. So that's really nice in his Brave Shift form, but he has a lot of support in his kit for this jump ability. He's a really powerful jump unit. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at Nyx. Nyx, Neo Vision Awakenable in his regular form. He looks very cool. He's got the, I don't know, whatever that blue stuff is that they all have in Final Fantasy 15. And then Echo, I don't know what it is. And then he turns his back to us and he looks very much even more like Edgelord, but he's not. He's just a good dude. Alright. In his regular form, he's, the support, debuffer, attacker, but in his Brave Shift form, he more focuses and becomes just a physical DPS. His Brave Shift duration is 4 turns, so he can't hold it forever. And then he has a cooldown, 4-turn cooldown, available from turn 1. Alright, Super Trust Mastery and Trust Mastery stay the same, no upgrades there. Featured standard abilities, he has a 85% break to all enemies, and he changes his basic attack to changes to a 75% defense break and a 28 X mod to all enemies 1 hit. Warp Lucent is a light damage and reduced light resistance to an enemy, so that's really nice. I do believe that is a chaining ability. Warp Lucent is a Stardust Ray chaining ability, so he can chain with the Noctis there. And then King of Lucei's Blessing, add light element to own physical attack, enable specific abilities, and boost damage of certain abilities. What I really like about that one is it adds an 80x mod for 5 turns to caster to one of his other chaining moves, his Bolting Strike chain, which is already a 70x mod. So you would have a Bolting Strike chaining move that is a 150x mod that you can triple cast for 3 turns. For 5 turns. Is that what I'm looking at? Because if that's what I'm looking at, for the 5 turns he has those skills unlocked, he's really strong. Okay, and then Cindy, but again, that's enabled from a Magnus. So once that Magnus is gone, he's not so strong anymore. But I guess who needs it, right? If the boss is already dead. All right, Cindy. Cindy is a support unit or a buffer unit. Her Super Trust Mastery is Materia with increased physical and magical damage against machines. I like the physical and magical. It's nice. And then passive NP recovery of 5%. It is a 100% killer and a passive NP recovery. And then you have her hat, which is it's fun, but it's not that great. Attack 36, defense 19, and fill LB gauge by 200 per turn. She can boost attack and magic for all allies. Excuse me. For 200%. 280%. I'm sorry. She can boost attack and magic for all allies for 280%. She can boost physical and magical damage against machine monsters. And reduce physical and magical damage dealt by machine monsters, so it's a 100% killer buff and a 50% mitigation for physical and magical. Alright, and then she has a 15% buff for lightning physical and lightning magical damage. So she's a nice little support unit, and those are just on cooldown, so you could use those as often as you feel like. I like her as a good support unit. We have End of Days. End of Days is the Mog King summon, or the Mog King event that comes with Final Fantasy 15. So you clear it, you can get the King's Glaive Hood, the Bulletproof Suit, and the Secret Blades. Secret Blades Plus is a MP 35 sword, 157 attack. Activate Pride for his home, Nyx only. Boost equipment attack by 25% when armed with 2 one-handed weapons. Kinda cool. Then you got Crimson Flashes. Crimson Flashes looks like it's just the upgrade of that, but the name changes. MP 39, attack 210. Activate Pride for our home, Nyx only. Boost LB damage by 50% and boost equipment attack by 50% when armed with 2 one-handed weapons. So this could be very much best in slot for Nyx if you're using him as a DPS. Then we have King's Glaive Hood. King's Glaive Hood is attack 35, defense and spirit 20, and boost fire, ice, lightning, water, earth, wind, light, and dark resistance by 10%. So that's pretty sweet. It goes from the 5% to the 10%. Then we have Bulletproof Suit Plus. It is HP 300 and defense 44 with boost lightning resistance by 20%. Okay. We get some tickets. Great. Look at all these bonus units. Even my boy Libertus is on there, or Kenny Crow. 300% bonuses to the Neovision units. 200% bonuses to the regular Nyx and regular Cindy, and then they all go down from hell from there. Alright. King Mog's Lost Maps. Okay, so then there's a daily bonus challenge to defeat Ravus. So definitely defeat the daily bonus challenge and you get your rewards accordingly. And then this really should be its own news update, but they decided to lump it all together. Chronicle Battle Ifrit, Brave Insignia, Final Fantasy 15, and Final Fantasy equipment and recipes. So, Chronicle Battle, Final Fantasy 15. Okay. Bring the following Neovision Awaken units to receive drop bonuses. Now, Chronicle Battles replace our Insignia battles. So going forward, this is what our insignia battles will be instead of what we've been getting. It's a little bit cleaner. And more so than just farming out insignias, you can also get items that you can craft out of it. So it's an added benefit to running the event. Okay, 300% parameter boosts. Look at that. Okay, now if you're kind of sleepy, listen to this as like a podcast or something. There's a Moogle charm in this. Moogle charm was an exclusive Final Fantasy 15 equipment that was time locked to an event about 2 years ago. It's back. It's an accessory that gives 50% draw attacks. So you equip this on almost any unit, and they're pretty much innate provoke. It is 1 slot, innate provoke, basically. Because a lot of units that you would want to have it already have 50% in some way. So, this is huge. This is a huge thing to have. So, we have the activate draw attacks, increased chance of being targeted by 50%. Charm Moogle. It has some other benefits to it, like the 10% resistances, but it is really the 50% draw attacks accessory. It is amazing. Please pick this up even if you're not planning on getting Final Fantasy 15 units. Do not skip this. We have Ultima Blade, which is a sword, 234 attack, MP of 100. Activate Pinnacle of Lucian Technology for Crown Prince Noctis and other Final Fantasy 15 units. And a Father's Bond for Crown Prince Noctis only. The first is boost attack by 350 and boost damage for jump attacks by 50%, and the second one is boost LB damage. Then you have Arenea's Helm, which is what it's always been, which is 32 attack, defense and spirit of 36, and boost HP and MP by 20% for Final Fantasy 15 units only, and boost equipment attack by 50% when only equipped with when TDH. Alright, and then we have here we go. Ultima Blade and Arenea's Helm can be strengthened via craft enhance equipment. Okay. Recipes to enhance equipment, Ultima Blade and Arenea's Helm can be attained as clear rewards. Okay. Guardians of the Planet, Treasured Bonds, Those Who Stand Against Darkness, Bonds of Heat, Bonds of the Heart, Farplane Wonders, and Bonds Beyond Blood are all back if you need to farm out for those units. Okay. Definitely do that Ifrit battle. Get the Moogle charm. Okay. Then we've got a unit intro quest, Cobalt Blade Noctis. He looks awesome. He's an emo boy. You know, get him. He's a great Dragoon. Alright. Vision card, new arrival. We have the Cure for Insomnia. Is it really though? The Cure for Insomnia is the new vision card that you pick up off of a Noctis. Okay, it is 110 attack, so very much similar to the previous vision cards that we've gotten from like Kingdom Hearts, for instance, or Venera. The 110 attack can become just that much more of a best in slot for some units, whether or not they even benefit off the passives, just because it's 110 flat attack. And then it is boost attack by 80% when equipped with the sword. That's huge. So this is a great vision card. Boost fire and dark resistance by 25%, and damage for jump attacks by 50%. Great vision card. 80% attack for equipped with the sword, and 110 passive flat attack, and jump damage and fire and dark resistance. All right, and that's it. No bonus cards this week, I guess. All right, we've got Item World coming back at you. Boom, Item World. Don't you love it? Scroll through all of the Item World news. Item World, Item World, Item World. Great. Other abilities. Okay. No differences to Item World, it appears. It's just Item World. Alright, then we have Bahamut 3-star. This is the first Esper that we've gotten to fight in probably, what, I don't know, 2 years? It feels like forever. Like, they just don't give us Espers anymore. I for one love Esper fights because it permanently adds like new skill trees to the game. All right, So we have the Bahamut 3-star Esper fight. He has 2 ways you can beat him. One way is kind of a cheesy, easy way. I'm sure you can check out Sinzar's channel for that strat. And then there's the kind of really difficult way to actually get like the rewards. So depending on whether you want to unlock him or if you want to get the rewards, you can beat him cheesy or you can beat him a very long way. Or a very difficult way. What do you get from being able to have Bahamut 3-star? Bahamut 3-star has a lot of killers on his board, a huge amount of killers. He can basically become the all-killer Esper, so you don't have to worry about like which Esper for killers. And he also becomes a huge summon damage. So this Mega Flare, damage all enemies, becomes a really powerful DPS skill for summoners. So, yeah. Definitely do that. Alright. Then we have the EX Coin Exchange. Introducing the EX Coin Exchange, permanently available from Thursday, 4/15. Monsters from various events may drop EX coins at random. Trade EX coins for VIP coins or pots of your choice in the EX Coin Exchange. It says this is a permanent thing, right? Permanently available. You'll just randomly get some EX coins that you can trade in for VIP coins or basically burst pots. That's what I see here. So randomly you get these EX coins, and it's a system that they're giving us basically. It looks like to give us pots, because pots are so hard to farm. We can specifically target which pots that we want. I'm pretty much going to pick up burst pots. Alright. And then miscellaneous updates. Players will now be able to play without expending energy until reaching rank 50. So if you're starting a new account, you don't have to. You can just collect energy and collect experience and everything until all the way up to rank 50. You don't have to spend energy at all. And a new format of event, Chronicle Battles, will be available from 4/15 onwards. Clear Chronicle Battle Ifrit to attain recipes to further enhance equipment such as RNAs and blah 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 blah. Players will also be able to attain amazing rewards such as VIP coins, brave insignias, and more. Select units will receive item drop bonuses as well as parameter boosts. Okay, so we get Ifrit. Ifrit's the first one of these. It is the new way to farm insignias, but rather than just farming insignias, you also get benefits like Moogle Charm. Alright, we've got a half energy. All of Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3 story will take half energy. All chambers of awakening through the Chamber of Crystals are going to be open. And the amazing enhancement and half Gil awakenings are going to be going on. And Final Fantasy 15 free weekly 10+1 summon. So from Thursday to the Wednesday of this coming week, you guys are going to get one free 10+1 for the Final Fantasy 15 banner. Good luck. I hope you get Noctis off of that. Special bundle and exchange shop. So, yep. This is a new bundle coming at you. You know, Neovision Beginners Select. So basically, if you're just starting out and you really want to like throw out, I don't know, please let this be cheap, like $15. But you can get all these different rewards that will really help out a new player, like the Cactuar cards, Trust coins, 100% Trust Moogles, 2 million Gil. You know, for people who are really starting out, it's an incredible boost. You can also get a Neovision out of this that would be very beneficial for a new account, like either for Solace or Soul for, you know, Mage, or Rain or Cloud for a DPS, or Gabranth if you needed a tank. Alright. And continuing on. Let's see here. Final Fantasy 15 Cobalt Blade Noctis Treasure Summon. So this is that $12 one. I think they're really benefiting off of this because it allows people to kind of like dip their feet in the water and decide whether or not they want to go in on the banner. So it's kind of a cool concept. and people are getting really lucky off of it. And you still get the coins and tickets off of it. Exchange shop, same as before. You can now get the Dragoon's Wisdom, Memories of Ragnarok. I highly suggest that one if you're planning to use jumpers. Master Dragon Knight, and Sworn 6 Pride Wind. And you can also trade for just the unit himself. You should get Nyx free, and Nyx's prisms and everything from the Final Fantasy 15 End of Days Mog King. So you should be able to farm Nyx for free. And then Resolute Royalty login bonus. So much news this week, it's crazy. So you get your shards for the respective units, and you get your finish off with 100 VIP coins. Yay! All right, and then we have our maintenance notice, and that's it for this week. So we've got a lot of content coming at you. We've got Azure Blade Noctis. We've got Nyx Neovision Awakening and Cindy. We've got a King Mog event you can farm out. We've got Chronicle Battles where you can get Moogle Charm. Moogle Charm, get Moogle Charm. I can't say it enough. We've got a permanent added to the pool vision card for 110 attack. Noctis has Sword in Peril. Dude has Sword in Peril. 25% Sword in Peril. Alright, we've got Item World coming at you. We've got a 3-star Esper. Finally, we actually get to defeat another Esper. Oh my god, it's been so long. And we've got half energy. Our chambers are open. We've got a free weekly 10+1 summon. And they changed the way the game works for people who are starting a new account. It's a little bit nicer for them. Alright, so thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for watching. Much love and peace.